Yo, what's going on, bro? Once again, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. This is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo's on free 2011, aka Criticism Guy 2009. Of course, you guys are Wrestling Interest channel before to begin up at our freenumber.com. And of course, trouble.shoes.net. If any people want official channel banners, I package specifically just for you, all that good stuff. I'll be leaving all their social media networking accounts, description box down below, any annotation outside, just partnership. Definitely check out the business partnership program, best partnership we're at, all that good stuff. Without further ado, let's begin. So, hopefully you guys, already read this title before I started, but yeah, here we go. I'll be leaving links to all three of the the websites that I got from all this news entry stuff in the description box down below if you want to read the articles yourself. So, I actually saw this on GameSclaim before I did this video, by the way, too, and then on GameSpot shortly after, but anyways, and then another dude, Stonefox Media, I talked about him before. I meant to do a two-part in this, hope I don't, though. Hopefully not. So the Nintendo NX specs, release dates, and rumors roundup. I think this was from My Digital Times. That's where you got the same information. Where I'm getting it from. So it starts off with this. We're not gonna read that little, what's it called? Little hypothesis things, but I'll still read the quote unquotes. Nintendo has been keeping mum about this console dub for the NX. This was on the 25th when they did this, I think. So it's about 4 or 5 days old. So it's not that old yet. Has been kept, yeah, that's what I said before, has been kept in mum about this console dubbed the Nintendo NX. However, rumors are rampant, and right now there's nothing they can do to stop them. This is the first time we'll be talking about all three of the consoles for Nintendo Wii U and then Sony's PS4 and then the Xbox One controller. Just to let you know, that's the first time I've probably done this ever, besides the E3 stuff. However, there are rumors going rampant, and right now there's nothing that the company can do to stop them. Although there has been no confirmation about the specs and features yet. Tech Times noted that there are already a couple of patents which have already given us a glimpse of what's coming. The first discovered by Nintendo enthusiasts is in the quote unquote an information sharing system, unquote, which is like a social app for players to share their achievements with one another. The tech will allow them to share gameplay and lead them up to next achievements, with the options of adding messages as well. The second patent is the one that looks like a controller, which is really reported by NeoGAF. It is said to be an, quote, operational apparatus, unquote, that shows it is being held by the players at least once in their hand. The image that has the image of the patent shown at the handheld controller with a screen at the center, flanked by two joysticks. The Nintendo NX is also supposed to be powered by AMD chipsets, which I heard about the AMD chipsets before, so that's nothing new. Which comes as no surprise, considering that Nintendo AMD have already previously learned this up from the Wii U, as early as 2014, which is last year, which is almost going to be 2 years ago. Tech Times noted that the AMD financial officer, I'm probably going to say his name wrong, sorry if I butchered his name, Divider Kumar, I think it's Devider Kumar, already hinted at the new chip designs that may be used to power a new gaming system. That being said, there's lots that we still don't know about the upcoming consoles, as Nintendo is not going to officially release until 2016, as noted by the late CEO Satoru Iwata, rest in peace to him. She revealed that the consoles at a press conference last March, but others telling the fans that the NX is a, quote, a dedicated gaming platform and brand new concept, unquote. Nothing else will come out of the company. However, Digital Trends did note that Nintendo has already begun distributing software development to the developers. Sources told the Wall Street Journal that the developers can use the MIDs to create the game and adapt the old titles for previous platforms. I heard about that before too. I covered that a little bit here and there when the Wall Street Journal was talking about it, even though I honestly don't give a rat's ass about them most of the time, to be honest. Alright, let's keep moving. So, the release of the developer's kit almost, but not quite, confirms that the Nintendo NX may be out of out by the end of 2016. David Gibson and Macarene Capital Securities Analysis said, quote, increasingly we're increasingly of the idea that Nintendo might launch in the NX 2016 because of the software of the 3DS and Wii U, unquote. Of course, none of the details have been confirmed, and merely the rumors have been teased, and Nintendo has been making official announcements in 2016. All we can do is wait. So my overall thoughts, views, and opinions on that before I go to the PS4 and Xbox One news. The PS4 one's going to be really quick. I don't really have too much to say on that one, but the Xbox One I will be talking about a little bit, possibly further in depth, who knows. It's going to be really good ass news. If it does come out mid-late 2016, it's most likely going to be October, November, December if it does end up releasing it. But at the same time, I can see where people are coming from. It's probably not going to be 2017. I could kind of be like on that same track where people, especially the Nintendo fans out there like myself, they are really, really on par with this idea of it coming out in 2017 and stuff, because I think, in my own opinion, it's still a little bit, and the Nintendo Wii is going to pack a little bit of a fucking punch in a way, and they're going to be able to haul ass in the last year. I feel like 2016 is probably going to be the final year before they start putting a lot of those productions lines into place with the NX, when they start creating the software for it, and they're probably doing it right now as we speak. Who knows? It's just really under tight lip, Because if anyone says that for Nintendo, their ass is gonna get fucking fired immediately. Like what happened to the one dude, I forgot what his name was, but it's unfortunate what happened to him. Now the PS4 thing. This one's kind of long, so if you guys don't want to stay around the whole video, links to the article down below. I might have to do a two-part, like I said. Celebrate with PS4. This counts as holiday season. PS4 for Black Friday 2015 deals. Prices on a game console bundles. Game prices on console bundles on big games update by Allegra Frank. So shout out to her, I guess. This was November 19th too, so this is a little while ago. So this holiday season is looking to be big for Sony. Although the PS4 recently received a price cut, that hasn't stopped the company from slashing prices further for its Black Friday sales, which generally being on Thanksgiving Day, November 26th. We've gotten a roundup for the best deals on the PS4 owners, thus including on the console games and the PS4 member partnerships too. PS Plus partnerships too. Check out the post below the highlights, and don't forget to come back for the latest updates on the big day sale for top-notch deal, PS4 bundles. If you finally decided to pick up PS4, this is the best way to get the console on its own, but to buy the bundle. Most retailers will have the exact same deal. The Uncharted series, Nathan Drake collection set for $2.99. You could pick this up from Target, GameStop, Best Buy, Sam's Club, Walmart, and Toys R Us. Can't decide where to go, store to go? If you're willing to make the trek to the store on Thanksgiving Day, check out Major. I've never even heard about that store, by the way. And I ain't paid to say this either. Just letting people know right now. While the supermarket chain will only offer the $299 bundle on November 26th and non-Black Friday, you can also get an extra $50 coupon for your troubles. With the package typically going for $349, Black Friday is the time for you to grab the system for $50 off. A bunch of stores are offering this one up as a doorbuster, meaning that you'll want to head out to the store, and in some cases online, as soon as it opens. Sam's Club is also having Star Wars Battlefront bundle on sale for $389, which comes to the upcoming price as well as the 500 gigabyte PS4. The best deals on this one though it is on Best Buy or GameStop, both will have the limited edition sale just for $349. And GameStop is throwing in a free gift with its bundle, Star Wars console carrier pack. GameStop recently revealed that it will throw in a copy of Destiny, The Taken King, and Legendary Edition when you purchase $429.99 TB, Call of Duty, and Black Ops 4. And then there's the biggest games, and it says time to sign up for PS4 controller discount. I'll let you guys read down your own. There's updates for it, and then corrections, all that stuff. Even though Black Friday is over and Cyber Monday is going to be over in a couple 2 hours, and that's it. So let's get on to the biggest topic. I'm not going to read the whole article on here because this is like 4 pages long, so I'm not going to do that. So yeah, Microsoft's Xbox One is totally worth the extra cash. This is from Tom Warren on November 23rd, which was only like 5 days ago, not that long. So here we go with the last one. If you're still with me, thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. But if not, totally understand. Microsoft Xbox One console hasn't changed much since the introduction 2 years ago. It's still a big black set top box that will dominate your living room. But Microsoft has a new, slightly more powerful version available this month. The Xbox One Elite console switches to the traditional 512 gigabytes of the HDD space, or 1 TB, I think that's terabyte, that should be it. Sold style, hybrid driven, alongside the new Xbox One Elite controller. I've been using an Elite controller for the past couple of weeks to answer one simple question. The very basics of the console's standards to the Xbox One looks the same aside from the metal. I think that's how you say it, the metal. I have no idea how to even pronounce that word. Finish instead of the glossy one. And all the ports are identical. Microsoft is bundling a standard headset and then a braided USB cord. And a new Elite controller. I'm surprised that there's no stereo headset included into the bundle, but the reality is the additional prices to control. I don't know. The console itself looks the same way as the Xbox One. The Elite 4 controller, not the Elite 4, I'm talking about Pokemon here. No, I'm not. I will be soon though, don't worry about that. The Elite controller is clearly designed for players spending dozens of hours and weeks on their favorite games. That's been the game changer, THS, quote unquote. I don't even know what the hell that even means. For me personally, if you've used this custom controller like Scruff, then you have not been missing out on the world's most customizational controller. Where Microsoft's changes are all official and a little bit more sleeker. The thumbnails feel a lot more better than the regular Xbox One controller. And the texturized grips make the controller slide around a lot less in my hands. I have issues with the thumbnail sticks, like a little sticky feelings for times. But the Elite Xbox controller feels very smooth, and the prices and the precise, I think that's what it was, yeah, the precises thanks to their metal instructions. You can also change the sensitivity of the joystick to bigger buttons, and there are 4 removable paddles where your fingers usually rest on them can be mounted to buttons. I found out that the paddles are too many for our titles. I don't even know what that even means. But one of the 2 give you a slight advantage in the PvP games. I've mapped out the paddles with the bumps, which means I've never have to use my thumbs for another thumbstick, which I'm hopping around in Call of Duty or Destiny. In games like Forza, the paddles operate your gears and clutch if you turn on manual transitions. It makes driving games a lot more fun and just more than a controller. While the controllers are certainly the big highlight of this bundle, the 1 terabyte solid state hybrid drive's an interesting addition. The extra space is essential thanks to the sheer size of these titles these days. But this drive is also designed for speeding things up. Microsoft claims that Xbox One Elite console boots up to 20% quicker by their standbys, and I've certainly noticed that it's faster than my regular console. In fact, the Elite is usually ready before my TV has resumed for standby. I honestly do not care about the extra couple of seconds, but speed improvements can also be found elsewhere. I've noticed that the frequent user apps loading faster on the Elite controller, and the games resume quicker. There we go. When you're bringing them out by standby. If you're using an Xbox One regular controller, you'll notice that the slight improvements. But these aren't the improvements overall. Most of the big speed changes the Microsoft Xbox One's dashboard will, with the guide, provide you access to their friends, parties, messages, and notifications. There are most of the features I use on a daily basis with the Xbox One, but it's a great game to have reliability and quickly resumes from standby. And there's like a whole bunch of other stuff too. So you guys can read the other half of that thing. My overall thoughts and opinions on that. I know you should know by now that I really don't care too much for the Xbox One and all that, but controller seems slightly a little bit interesting because I used to have it for the older Xbox One. Not the Xbox One, like the original Xbox One. I used to actually have one of those. I played it a few times at that time, but I didn't really have that many games on it. I basically used it for music most of the time, and that was it. But it was a good time, you know, I'm not gonna lie. And it looks way too fucking bulky with the freaking, like, the way you have to, like, put buttons in and out when, what if it breaks? That's gonna be a big ass deal, and it's gonna be a fucking nightmare if that happens. And you have to carry a little mini suitcase around you all over the place. Knowing how forgettable as a fucked up person I am sometimes out here, outside of YouTube in real life, I would not want that. I'm sorry. And it's over $150, yeah. It wouldn't be worth it to me. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shit on the Xbox One fan base or anything, or fanboys, fangirls, or ladies and gentlemen out there, but yeah, it ain't for me. If Sony were to do something like that, I actually probably wouldn't get it either, to be totally honest. Even Nintendo did that. I still wouldn't buy it. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't. Especially if it's overpriced in that type of format, hey, if you have the money for it, go for it. And go for bro. Just fucking do it. If you're that much of a dedicated Microsoft Xbox fan, I'm not gonna tell you not to go get it. Go for it. And then another problem I'm gonna have with that is like there's the little magnets that come with it. What happens if it gets stuck to some other like metallic steel somewhere? Even though you'll have it in your little like mini luggage thing this mini luggage controller case for the Elite 4 Xbox or whatever. I'm so used to calling it Elite 4. The Xbox Elite controller. There we go. I don't know why my fuck ups keep coming up that way, but whatever. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I mean, yeah, the color for it looks real nice, but that's pretty much it. That pretty much is like self-explanatory in itself, in its own right. And that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed this little 3-part mini news article. I actually talked about all 3 of them, which is crazy. I've never did that in any of my videos except for like the E3 one I did in 2012, 13, or last year. I don't know. But that's all I gotta say. Links to the description of the articles in the description on the sidelines. It will be in the sidebar and description box down below. All the good stuff if you want to read them on your own time. And that's it. Peace out once again, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. So I'll see you when I see you guys. A good day, have a good night, wherever you are at around the world. Don't drink, smoke weed at the same time. Don't think they're reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it active out there. And until then, next thing, guys, peace out, ladies and guys. Stay tuned. More videos coming soon. Brand new videos channels every single day. And until then, stay in the grind, stay healthy, be easy, be you, do it yourself. Peace out. I'm not like sauerkraut. I'm gone. I'm getting the hell out of here. Stay tuned more future content on this channel. Stay tuned for more updates. One more small little update I gotta tell you guys. I still gotta do that Pokemon review for the Hoopa and the Clash of Legends. I think that's what it was called. I forgot what it was. But stay tuned for that if I ever get down to it. And stay tuned for more future content. Stay safe, and I'm out of here. Peace.